catch up. Good morning, everybody. Howdy. Chat room, hi. Alright.
So I'm like, howdy doody time.
It's like, guys here. Why am I always off center? Oh, what has Leeta done? Okay, hang on. Let me fix myself a little bit. It looks a bit better. Okay. Hey guys. Anybody? Anybody there? Nobody's responded and I get worried. Hey, Fezzer. Okay. That's alright. Okay.
Hi, Fair.
Morning.
Hi, Rude.
What's okay.
Hi.
We've got that. Hey guys. Alrighty. Well, this is exciting. This is an exciting day. Well, you hear us? You can hear all of us? All good? Alright, I'll do a quick, where are we? Let's do this one.
You're better than this.
You guys can hear that? I'm guessing. Yes. Okay. Level. Sound okay, chat room? I'm guessing sound is okay. All right. Yay! That's exciting. That's always a good thing. All right. Fantastic. Okay. What has Leeta done with that? I've done something and I just need to bring that back down. Okay. There's always something to do. I think I've got everything sorted in this. Just always like that one little thing. It's just not.
I always picture you like sitting at mission control, you know, where they have like that big long line of computers, but you're the only one running them all.
Well, it's a bit like that because if you guys haven't, I don't think you've seen my setup. I think I have posted some photos, but it is literally like everything is all here. So it very much looks like a mission control, and I have, you know, all the bits and pieces here, there, and it becomes very much like what's going on. So yeah, it does feel a bit like that at times. so always fun and games, but yes, as long as everything's working, then that's awesome. So and it's Father's Day over here in Australia, so we've got I need to go and do that as soon as I finish this. Go and say good morning to my father. I haven't seen him yet, so I know he's around somewhere. I think. So welcome. Hi. Good evening from the UK. Hi from Australia. It's a warm day.
Hi from
here.
Colorado.
Hi from Colorado. We are.
Hi from the UK.
That's another UK, exactly. What's the weather like over there, Periton? Is it crazy hot? It's been really hot, hasn't it?
It has been, but thankfully the past couple of weeks, it's really come down. So this weekend it was a really pleasant mid-60s, like 65, which is, I don't know, about 18 Celsius. So
nice.
Pretty nice.
Yeah. That is nice. We've got, it was a bit chilly last night, and by chilly, my definition of chilly is probably not what you guys, you're probably going, that's nothing. But I find the cold extremely more so now, and like I feel like I'm a frog most of the time, so it's just like I'm always cold. And last night was cool, but I woke up this morning and I'm like, oh, it's warm. So I'm not sure. It's saying it's about 22 degrees today already, which is it's like, oh, it might be a warm day. So So yes. Oh my God, Mrs. Rock Guru, thank you. 20 months. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. That's amazing. So yeah, it's been a bit crazy over here. I think we're gonna have a really hot summer. Well, it's Australia. We normally do.
I'm
So-
like,
I know.
now if you want some fun weather, you can come hang out with me today. It's 36 Celsius. And then on Tuesday, it's going to be -3, and we're supposed to have snow. And then the next day, it's going back up to like 30 degrees Celsius. So,
Wow.
should be a fun week.
Wow.
Right?
No,
No, I didn't just have to Google all those conversions or anything because I live in Fahrenheit world.
I would like to experience proper snow sometime in my life. So, you know, you never know.
Yes.
You never know. It's one of those things everyone, Stone would always constantly tell me and just be like, you will be sick of it after 5 minutes. I'm like, I don't care. I just want to go. There's 3 things I want to do if I ever get to experience snow. 1, make a snowball and throw it. Obviously.
Yes.
2, make a snowman. And 3, make a snow angel. That's it. So
Yes.
they're the 3 things I like to do. So if I can do that in 5 minutes and be done and be like, yep, okay, I've experienced it, that's fine.
Well, good thing your S fam lives in Colorado, so at some point in your life, just have to come see me.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Because our snow it snows really bad,
Mm-hmm.
but we're so close to the sun because I'm at 6,000 feet.
Yep.
What is that in meters P? I forgot. You guys don't
A
know
lot.
feet either.
I don't know.
So I'm really high. Like people cannot breathe here. There's not enough oxygen.
Oh,
It's all starts melting the next day because the sun or the same day.
yeah.
Thank you. I'm 2,000 meters above sea level.
So just a few. Just a couple.
Just a couple.
Yeah. It's just, yeah, well, you never know. You never know. One of these years, we might have to
I'll
make
make
a
it
trip.
happen.
Yeah, absolutely. Would be fantastic. I'd love to go back to the States. I mean, when I was there for BlizzCon when was that, 2018? Oh my God, it seems like a lifetime ago. It was, I only saw a very small part of Anaheim, California, a little bit. Disneyland is amazing.
Lottery win. Lottery
Mhm.
win will get a lot of travel.
Yes, that would be awesome. We keep trying. So yeah. But anyway, road is -9 meters. Ah, okay, cool. I don't know what we are. And the ocean's over there. It's not really that. It's not really that far. It probably would literally be. Well, it's about an hour to the Gold Coast, where like the big beaches are, and if I want to get to a little beach, probably about 20 minutes. So, yeah, it's a matter of yeah, it's just one of those things. So anyway, we will see. All right, it is time. Let's do this because I know it's super crazy times for Periton. So you guys ready? We're ready to rock and roll.
Good to go.
Ready.
Okay. All right, let's do this in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Whatever it is you enjoy about the World of Warcraft, we have a challenge for you.
Adventure. Crafting.
Flowers.
This is the WoW Challenges podcast. And here's your host, Leeta.
Hello and welcome to the WoW Challenges podcast. This is episode 232. Today is Saturday, 5th of September 2020. I am your host, Leeta. Joining me as my co-host this week is Chris. Good morning, sweetie. How are you?
Good morning. I'm sleepy. How are you?
We all are. Exactly.
Right?
Yes. So we will get this done because I know that as much as you and I are probably like, we're not awake, someone else here who is here at a crazy, crazy time, and we appreciate him being awake at this crazy time. For him, it's Periton. Who's down there? Hey, Periton. Hi.
Hello. Hi.
Good morning, evening,
Good
super
morning.
early. Thank you for joining us. I know times and all of that do make it a little crazy. So thank you for staying up and for coming to have a chat with us. We do appreciate it. So yeah.
My pleasure. I always like coming and hanging out with you guys. You know that.
Well, thank you.
Happy to be here.
We are excited because we've got some things we want to catch up with you about. So first off, let's get right into it, because I know you have been doing something a little bit different to what you normally have been doing with your challenge tunes, and it would have started from obviously a contest that we had a few months ago, correct? That's where it started from.
That did, yes.
Yes.
Absolutely.
So our very first pacifist contest that we've ever done, which was a lot of fun, and obviously brought some people out who haven't tried the pacifist before. So from your point of view, this is your first ever pacifist tune, correct?
It is, yes, it was. And it was at the time as well.
Yes.
Very first. Yep.
So we would like to know about your journey. How has your journey with playing a pacifist as a new player to this concept of no killing been for you? Tell us about it.
Of course. So as you rightly said, prior to the contest, I've always been someone who's done the Iron Man primarily, but I have my one green man that I leveled as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I wouldn't say I flat out refused, but I was pretty stern in saying that it's unlikely that I would ever, never make a pacifist hit.
Mm-hmm.
And then I knew that Chris obviously really likes hers, and then this contest came along, and I was like, you know what? I was like, it's now or never. If I don't make one now, like, when would there be a better time to make one than during a contest? So I was like, okay, fine. And that's why, hence the name of the tune is named after Missy.
I'm like, it was a little bit more stern, that more like, fine.
Keeping it family friendly. So yes. So I was like, you know what? Okay, fine. I'll do. I'll do it. I know it's obviously the pair of you are very responsible for making the contest, and I always take part in these contests. So I was like, I'm not going to back out just because it's a pacifist.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, let's do it. Let's roll up my sleeves. So then I was thinking, all right, what do I want to make as far as like class and race and everything like that? I knew I was going to go Alliance because I always go Alliance. I don't know the Horde side.
Mm-hmm.
So I wanted to go Night Elf as well because that was an option. I was like, well, that could save me if I needed it with Shadow Meld.
Yep.
And which I know at the time it raised a lot of eyebrows, and I'm sure it still does when I decided to go with a monk.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I ended up still being throughout the whole thing. I think I was the only monk in the contest.
Mm-hmm.
And there are a few reasons why I decided to go with them. I mean, I've played every class and have them all at max level, so I'm very familiar with all of them.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a few reasons why I decided to go with a monk.
Okay.
One was they get roll, or 2 charges of roll, which is very, very handy for if ever I needed to escape anything. I could roll away and then always shadow meld if I needed to. So it's a nice little option to get out and away from stuff. So I wanted to have roll. There are monks that they can heal, which is huge. So I was able to heal if ever I needed it. But the two main reasons why I decided to go with a monk, firstly, was for paralysis, which is a CC that they have, and it's when you cursor over it and it tells you in the tooltip, it doesn't say only usable on X. So I'm pretty sure, unlike something like a boss maybe, I'm pretty sure it works on everything. Like, it's not just humanoids or beasts. You can use paralysis instantly from like 20 or 30 yards away just CC something like that.
Yep.
You don't have to be within melee range. You can use it on anything. I was like, that's going to be huge. So I was like, I'm going to go with a monk and get paralysis. So that's what I did. And the last reason, which is probably the main, I mean, paralysis was big, but the main reason was I was thinking end game, like I was thinking much later on in the contest. I wanted Zen Pilgrimage, which is the monk pseudo Hearthstone thing.
Yep.
You're on a minute cooldown. So I knew much later on when I was doing archaeology that I could set what I ended up doing was I set my Hearthstone up in Refuge Point in Arathi, like all the way up north on the Eastern Kingdoms.
Yes.
And I had Zen Pilgrimage that I could use every minute to get all the way down south near Stormwind. So wherever the dig sites popped up, I could always just like instantly pop up and down the continent, which is great. Like, it sped it up so much.
Okay.
So for a contest, it was great.
Yeah.
And then I can, so that's why I went monk. And now I can talk about, if you want, I can talk about the route I took and everything like that.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Because we're always curious to see how any type of challenge tune, it's always an interesting thought, where did you go? Why did you do such and such? I mean, Chris and I both have had our first passy as well, and working through that and taking advice, obviously, from Fair with Queen of Passies, looking at various other people, Five, Zaya, there's so many people with a lot of information. So I'm curious to know what kind of journey that you went.
Of course. Absolutely. And I know that would have raised a lot of eyebrows. It did for me too, because I know that it breaks the norm and most people go rogues or they go druids for the pacifist. So I was like, I like the monks, and I know they have a few tricks up their sleeve which differentiates them. So that's why I went with the monk.
Good reason, though.
But my journey was I'm a night elf, right? So I started in Teldrassil, and I stayed there until I think I was around level 4 or 5, and I was doing those obviously exploration. But I play on a high pop server, and there's quite a few of those speak to X. I know there's that one where you go to, is it a Furlbog? It's not down in a cave, but it's like above ground, and you have to go to a corpse, like a night elf corpse on the upper level of a building, and then you go to a wardrobe as the follow-on quest. So I was able to do all of these because it didn't require me to kill anyone, and other players were around, so I didn't have to fight anything. I was able to just zip in, hand in all of those. So that gave me a lot of XP. Plus, when I was doing it, I was using the Winds of Wisdom buff, which really helped. So it didn't actually take me very long to get to level 5. And then I got over to Stormwind. I forget, when did you get professions? What level was that?
5.
It is 5? Yep. Okay. So that's when I picked them up, because I could afford them actually. From the few quests that I'd done, I was able to pick up my professions. So that's what I did. And then I went out into Elwyn Forest from 5 until 40. I was just riding around, firstly on the chauffeur, and then secondly, when I hit 20, I was on my Sky Golem.
Yeah.
But I stayed in Elwyn until 40, just going along the ridge lines, mining and herbing. And then from 40, I went over to the Western Plaguelands. So 40 until 63, I spent in the Western Plaguelands. And then from 63 until 65, I actually went to Grizzly Hills for a couple of levels.
Yep.
So I stayed in Grizzly Hills just for 2 levels, and those, I mean, later on we'll talk about things I would do differently. But I spent 2 levels in Grizzly Hills, and then at 65 I went over to your guys' favorite zone. I shot over to Sholazar.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
And I was in Sholazar from 65 until 82, I think. 82, 83, something like that.
Okay.
Really until when it, the XP tanks
Drops
off.
like a stone.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. And then from there, I went to the Valley of the Four Winds, only for 2 levels, from 82 until 84 ish.
Yep.
And then I know I've heard people talk about liking that zone, but I really did not. And I got out. I was like, I cannot do it. I don't.
He didn't like our zone.
I do not like our zone.
He's messaging me going, "You like this?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get me out.
Yeah, we love it. Just don't hit the birds.
Just yeah.
So I went out there. I went to Kunlai Summit from 84 until 90. Went up to the Kunlai Summit and was flying up and over around the mountains. There's quite a lot of the snow lily, is it, that's up there? I forget one of the weeds that's up there.
Yes. Yep.
And my issue with the valley was is it green tea? One of the only one of them doesn't give XP. So half the time I was finding it and it was just frustrating me. I was like, I'm just wasting time. So I was like, I went to Kunlai where every herb that I picked would give me XP or mining node.
Yeah.
So that's what I did till 90. And then from 90 until 112, I just did archaeology, using the Zen pilgrimage and zipping up and down the Eastern Kingdoms. So yeah, I stayed there did that for 12 levels, and that was the end of the contest. After who would have thought I would take a pacifist from 1 to 112 in 2 weeks?
Me.
I know. I know. Mind
and
you,
let me just add something, if I may.
Sure.
The only reason this man stopped at 112 was because of me. He could have gotten to 120 in that contest, but my pacifist that I've been working on for how long? A year and a half at that point?
Yeah.
He would have passed me. And he absolutely refused, because to him, it would have been a giant disrespect to pass my pacifist that was stuck at, I think it was 113 at the time. So he absolutely refused to pass my pacifist and wanted me to hit 120 before him.
Yes.
Otherwise, he could have hit 120 in that contest.
Which is amazing. Which is super sweet. Really super sweet. But still, you guys did blow us out of the water.
Seriously, dude.
Like,
I had no idea. I was shocked. Believe me.
Oh, look, Chris and I have many discussions when it comes to contests.
Yes.
And normally one of the discussions involves, where do we think someone's going to make it? What kind of ballpark do we have? And then we have the, the plan B, that if someone goes past that, what kind of ballpark do we have for if someone, gets past where we think they're going to be? And that's normally never to the, like getting to max. So the figures that we were looking at, we were like, after a few days, we were like, what's going on? It's just like, okay, there goes plan A and plan B right out of the water, because these guys are smashing it, which is which is again amazing. And we appreciate all the support and all of that from you guys for doing this. But wow, that is
and I had a lot of fun with it. I mean, it was a blur, like the 2 weeks. In fact, when I was thinking up there in the level ranges and where I was, I had to pull up the maps, and I was like, okay, now what? Because it was a while ago now. I was like, what did I do? Like, it all happened so quickly, because I was just trying to fly up the contest. So
it's shockingly fun. Shockingly fun.
Show title. I'll write that down. Exactly. It does go for in a bit of a blur. Before I get Chris to ask the next question, I just want to know, for you though, playing a pacifist compared to, because like you said, you do iron and you've done green.
Mm-hmm.
What kind of level did you find it on? As in chill, relaxing type, or was there that underlining of, oh my god, like I really need to be careful, or like what part did you find pacifist for you being, like, play wise?
That's a good question, and I think, like, I'm not going to use the word like easier or harder, because they're so completely different contests. And later on, I will definitely touch on, what I think, how mindsets are, required to be different and things like that. But I would say that for me, the vast majority of it was relatively peaceful, especially when you got to a zone and you had been there for a couple levels at that point. Say Shadowlands, let's use that, where I stayed for nearly 20 levels.
Mm-hmm.
After 1 or 2 levels, and I had the route down that I was taking, my like big circle loop. At that point, I was almost on autopilot, and it was nice to either have music on or something like that, and just get into a routine and a rhythm. So for the vast majority, it was pretty smooth. I enjoyed it a lot. There were a few level ranges or brackets where I was more nervous. I would say actually earlier on I was more nervous. Once I got flying, it wasn't too bad, because you get the sky golem and you can always just zip up if something aggroes. But prior to that, I would say from 5 through 20, so those 15 levels before I got on my sky golem riding, I'd say those were pretty dangerous, riding around Elwyn. One, with how busy the zone was, so there was always players around, proximity.
Yeah.
Obviously, I could have been aggroing things. So that was pretty... I had to be on my alert. I had to be on my game there. And also, Valley of the Four Winds. I know I keep going back on about it, but I can't get... It's a danger. I mean, all the little vermin, the birds, as Nisi says, the wolves. Like there's a fair bit of danger that goes on in the valley.
Yeah.
So I think after a couple levels of that, I had enough, and I was like, you know what, I want to go, especially as well because it was a contest, and at that point I was already above level 80, and up till then I was just going along, smiling away, going, oh look at, I'm doing a pacifist, look at me go. And then when I hit 80 plus, I was like, okay, maybe I should try and take this somewhat seriously. I was like, because I might actually win this thing. So then I decided to move on. So probably those two were dangerous and had me worried, but the vast majority of the time, like I said, once I had a little route down, it was nice to not switch off, because you still have to pay attention, but as you know, I mean, I preach into the converted here with you two. But
oh, hello.
Getting in that routine and just going round and round and round, it's kind of therapeutic. It's pretty nice.
It is. Yeah. It's a strange sense.
It's very zen. Would you call it zen, Mr. Monk? Zen? Huh?
Very zen.
Little monk pun, maybe?
Very, very
I like
zen.
that.
I like it. Very zen. There's another one. Hang on. Very zen. Okay.
Zen
I'm just writing, show titles down.
Shocking.
Oh, nice. Okay, well, thank you. All right, Chris, what have we got?
Did that answer your question?
Yes.
I hope it did.
Yeah, it did. Thank you.
Okay.
My turn?
Yes.
Sorry. I think I lost all my sound for a moment. New computer. So I have been with you on your journey for iron contests, for the fun of it, for our green man. Of course, you like how I say our green man, that's 120. We've lost irons at high level. We have one still living, but all of those involved killing, obviously. What was your biggest learning curve playing a tune you never ever thought you would do by doing a pacifist challenge?
you've already said it. Not killing things. Like that's the biggest one right there. Like right off the bat. I mean, I've listed a few things down, but overwhelmingly, not killing things was the biggie.
Yeah.
As you say, 2 years of playing the Iron Man.
Mm-hmm.
It has me in that certain mindset, and I completely had to shake that. I had to completely adjust and flick the other way. Yeah, completely go from killing everything to nothing. So it was exactly that, shaking that mindset up and really focusing on not killing, not aggroing, not anything.
Well,
really
and let me
paying attention, to where I was clicking at all times. I mean, that was important as well. There's so many things.
That's actually what I was going to ask you, because that was one of my biggest struggles. I had to teach myself how to play with my fingers hovering over the mouse, because so much of, if you go to pick that weed, are you really on the weed? Is there a critter nearby? Is there something else nearby? We had that death in Dazalor, whatever it is, the troll tower, where, it was a proximity death for your iron, making sure people aren't around you. So how did you change your brain of, oh my gosh, I can't even be near these people because they might give me a proximity kill?
Yeah, exactly that. And as you're reading that, it's almost like you can't see my screen, right? The literally the sentence I have wrote down here.
Oh,
making
sorry.
sure I give a wide berth to other players to avoid proximity kills. That's literally verbatim what I have wrote down.
Nort, I don't know you at all or anything.
So yes, you're 100% right. Much later on when I was flying, and especially when I moved on to Sholazar and Pandaria and doing archaeology like that, it wasn't as big an issue. But early on, it's huge when I'm in Elwyn Forest and I'm on a high pop server and there's people everywhere. Like it wouldn't take much for me to get a proximity kill. So I had to definitely be paying attention to that, making sure I was giving them all, as I said, a wide berth, not getting close to people, making sure I stayed out of combat. And like I was saying, in truth, a lot of it was a blur because I was flat out for those 2 weeks. But yes, I did have to do that. And one thing as well that I wrote down here, which I think is a valid point, is that it does require a completely different type of focus. Not only just a mindset with not killing something, but also a type of the actual focus requirement is different than an Iron Man or a Green Man or Blood, whatever, where you kill stuff. An Iron Man, you are often doing different quests. As you're leveling up, you're questing, so the zone is varied. You're killing different mobs. You're going to different zones quite often. So you're always looking at something different, and you're focusing on staying alive and whatnot. Whereas a pacifist, you could go for hours and hours doing literally the exact same thing. And so it requires a different type of focus, where you have to be far more, in my opinion, you have to be far more disciplined to play a pacifist, because it would be so easy to switch off just for a second and that could be it. So it was a lot. It really was a change from what I'm so used to after years. I mean, it was a nice challenge. I mean, that's why we do them, but it was fun and interesting.
Yay.
Awesome. Oh, that's good. I mean, but again, you reached 112 in the contest and won the contest, which again smashed all our thoughts of what is everyone going to do, and admittedly, Chris and I were like watching as the leaderboard was happening. Every day was like, what are these guys doing? They're just knocking it out of the ballpark. Was, I mean, amazing runs by quite a few people, and the fact is, at 112 you win the contest, which is again, I think Plan D was whether someone was reaching 100.
Yeah,
and then
might
it
have
was
even
like,
been E.
Yeah, might have been. It was like, yeah, no, they're smashing this. Okay, we just these guys, these are amazing.
We were not prepared.
We were not. We were not. So, kudos to you because it really is, and for your first pacifist go, it is definitely a different way to play. And I agree. I mean, I have heard Fair talk for years, you know, and various other people over the years. And I always, myself, I mean, you've probably got me on the podcast just going, I'm never doing a pacifist. That's not for me.
Leeta, never.
Never. I would have to go back, but I would say I would have said, no, never doing a pacifist. Never, never, never. And, yeah, here it is. Here it is. So yeah, things do change, and it is definitely an interesting way to play. So for you on this journey, you know, you're what, 116 now.
Yep.
What would you do differently? Because you've gone through, this is your first toon, you know, you've got some experience with where you've gone with leveling on this pacifist. Is there anything you'd do differently?
There are a few things that when I was thinking what I would potentially do if I was to do another one, what I may do differently.
Yep.
And the first one is probably I would risk, if you can call it that, moving on to zones a little bit quicker than I did. I feel like I was too hesitant, or too, not scared, but I was risk averse, let's put it that way. So I would probably move on a little bit quicker. Western Plague Lands, I think I didn't move on there until 40. I would have been fine probably to go there at 35, which is the zone requirement. So I could have done that.
Yeah.
And same with Sholazar. I held off until, what did I say, 64 or 65? I would have gone there at 62 or so, maybe even a bit sooner than that.
Yeah.
With flying. I know you do it at like almost level 12.
She's laughing at me. Yeah, she just,
Like,
just did it.
Yeah. So I probably would have done that a little bit.
That's our zone.
It's a wonderful zone.
It is.
And so yeah, that was one that I would do differently. I'd probably move on sooner. Second is I would pick up faster flying as soon as, I mean, I know there's flying changes are coming now come Shadowlands, which but if assuming that wasn't coming, I would pick up faster flying as soon as I could. So what is that, 70 I think it is when you can get the faster flying. So yeah, I would have done that soon. I think I held off until close to 80 before I picked up the faster flying. And unlike the Iron Toons, pacifists make a lot more money than Iron Toons. So
yeah, they do.
All the stuff. So money really shouldn't be an issue. So I probably would have done that sooner than I did in hindsight. And the biggest one that I would have done sooner is I would have started and done archaeology as early as 82. I didn't start it until 90 when I got done with Pandaria.
Yep.
But I would have gone straight from Sholazar into archaeology.
Yeah.
Because you're probably sensing a theme here. I really didn't like Valley, and during the contest, honestly, the 8 levels from 82 to 90 probably took me, I'm not even exaggerating, it may have taken me longer to do those 8 levels than it took me to go from 1 to 82 through Plaguelands and Sholazar. Like, I really had to grind, like, that came to a grinding halt as far as speed is concerned. And then when I started doing archaeology in 90, I was like, are you kidding me, right? Where has this XP been? Why have I been grinding weeds in Pandaria? So I told myself at the time, if ever I did it again, I'm going to be digging straight away after Sholazar. I'm saving myself some time there.
Yeah.
And another minor one that I probably would do is I would buy the armor sets. You guys saw my pacifist on the content on the show last week with the fashion show.
Yes.
And you saw that she was wearing the monk starting gear, essentially. I think I picked up 1 or 2 pieces. But that was it. I never upgraded her gear. So, I mean, like I said, I was in a rush and I didn't even want to stop to buy gear for 5 seconds.
Yeah.
So I probably would do that if I could do things differently. Buy the sets whenever you get to those level requirements. So I'd do that.
She needs a hat.
Needs a hat? I
Yeah,
like
she
her
needs
hair though. It's like green. It's like matching.
Well, it's
all
very
the
pretty, but
monk match.
that's very true.
Need
Needs
like
those
one of
fishing
those, like Indiana Jones hats.
Yeah.
One of
Yes.
those. Just need one of those.
I had one. It was purple.
They're
Did you?
always good.
Yeah, I would just take it off for pictures.
Oh.
You notice my tune was not in that contest for our fashion show. My tune's a mess.
Surprised that your tunes don't have like full crocodile handbags, shoes.
Then I would have to kill the croc. He just wanted to eat me. I am not allowed to kill him.
That's true.
Yes, that is true. I admittedly I didn't get a chance to tweet you the other day, but on beta, when I loaded into beta on my rogue, yeah, I think it was the rogue Stormwind, and I've just come over, and of course there's no add-on, so there's no pop-up, and I'm like, what's that red
Shut up. You
He
found
was
the
there?
sewer beast, didn't
I'm
you?
just like, seriously? I'm like, yeah. So
Oh my
logged
god,
out.
that's fabulous.
I did. I took a photo and a screenshot and completely forgot to send it to you. And,
that is fantastic.
I came back an hour later. Guess what? It was still up. And I'm like, seriously? Nobody on beta has gone and bothered killing it? What's going on?
And killing him?
Yeah, eyes on
Nobody
passive.
needs a handbag.
It was just like, I'm not going up. I'm not going to go and kill it. Even though it's on beta, I'm not risking anything. So, yeah, but that was funny. Okay.
He should be the king of Stormwind at this point, shouldn't he?
Yeah.
He's been very loyal.
I know.
Seriously.
Forever.
And
I
he's
know.
eaten
Just
half
an
the
honorary
minions.
guard or something. Yeah.
Should be. I mean, I look, I like crocs. There's nothing wrong. I would quite happy a crown on a croc sitting on the throne room. Yeah, sounds very Australian.
Well, I aggroed him on one of my babies the other day and drug him all the way through the streets and got him over almost to the cathedral.
Wow.
Oh, jeez.
Wow.
He was hungry.
Yeah.
I was doing on my pacifist. This I do remember. I was on my pacifist during the contest, and I was much higher. I think he caps at, what is it, 60, 50, 60, whatever he does.
60, yep.
Is it 60? Yeah. So I was he was grey to me at this point, so I wasn't going to aggro him. And I was doing the fishing daily right there on the dock.
Yep.
Or at least picking it up. And there must have been a low level right behind me, because he came out of the water, he ran through me, and he one shot this like lobby that was right next.
Oh.
Like, no.
Oops.
You're like, I hope you're not a challenge tune. I'm so sorry if you are.
Right?
Wow.
I felt so bad.
Yeah. Very. I mean, there is. He's nasty, but when you're swimming around those sewers, you're probably just thinking he's got to take his meal where he can get them. It's just that primal beast thing. It's like there's a something that looks tasty. I'll just grab its leg. So
I know.
yeah, exactly. All right. Okay, so we've covered now. Nothing else about doing anything differently. We've covered all of that for you.
I think so. Yeah. The only other thing that I would potentially do is would be to mix it up. So I obviously wouldn't do a night elf monk. I would maybe try another class, like a rogue or a druid or something else, and
Undead warrior
challenge myself, or a warrior or whatever, and maybe even the other faction, just to see what it was like. Go pick herbs somewhere else. But I think one for right now is enough.
Could be blame Chris too.
Understand? Yeah. Again.
This one's her fault.
Exactly.
Again.
All right. Nice. Okay. I think we've got one more question for you. What have we got?
Yes. So, other than don't get eaten by rares, do you have any helpful tips or tricks?
I was kind of, I wrote some down, but I feel like you guys are far more knowledgeable when it comes to a pacifist than I am in Fair, and yourselves and all of you guys who play pacifist for so long. You probably have far more tips than I do, but I did jot some down, and I apologize if these have already been said a million times, but I was like, what can I think of? Firstly, one was which applied for me. I know it doesn't apply for a rogue, but for a druid it would, and it did for me on a monk, is if you have a tank spec to go in that, because then you can avoid being dismounted. So I even though I could have stayed in heal spec, I went in brewmaster spec just so I could get dazed and whatnot, but I wouldn't actually get dismounted because I was in tank spec. So if you are playing a class that has a tank spec, I would suggest going in that as one tip. Use the Sky Golem if you can, and if you have one.
Yeah,
I know they're not super expensive, but if you have one, definitely use those. That's going to save so much time and probably your life as well. They're so nice for this challenge. Another one I said is pick up bigger bags as soon as you can, like as soon as you can afford them. They're going to more than pay for themselves when you sell all the stuff you can fill them with. So I said for the pacifist, try and get bigger bags as soon as you can. Even if it's netherweave, just upgrade to those when you can.
Yep.
As soon as you can afford them. Another one I had is add-on related. Maybe use something like a combination of handy notes and gather mate 2 so you can know the locations of treasure chests. Because up until whatever it is, Pandaria, or where they start counting as quests or something, where you don't want to take the risk. So prior to that, in Northrend or Outlands, wherever you decide to go, it's kind of nice to get that jump in XP from the treasures. So I know I snagged a few of those when I was in Sholazar. So maybe do that if you're out hunting treasures. And this last one, and again, I apologize if this one's been said, but this is by far my biggest tip when it comes to the pacifist, is to go into your controls. So you go, I think it's interface controls, and then make sure that interact on left click is checked. I think it's off by default. I think. Don't quote me on that. But the entire time I was leveling it, I don't think I ever used my right, and I still don't use my right click. That way, whenever you're out herbing or mining, or if you accidentally click, you'll on a critter, say, you'll just highlight it as opposed to killing it. So that would be my biggest one, is make sure you turn that on, interact on left click, so you can still mine and you can herb and gather. But if you do accidentally misclick, you shouldn't kill them like you would if you right clicked on something. So that's a tip I would give for pacifists.
That's a big tip. I don't think I have ever done that. I don't think anyone's mentioned that either. I'm just trying to think. That's a really good one. That's really clever to think of that. So awesome. All right. Wow.
That's them. That's all I had.
Nice.
I had those five things.
Excellent.
So
Well,
I'm sure there's loads of others, but
that's great. That is great. So thank you for that. And you know what? We have to say again, congratulations on winning our Patiently Pacifist contest. Our first ever pacifist winner for our contest. So thank you for that. Hitting 112 in 2 weeks on a pacifist tune was, I mean, I can't say it enough. It blew us out of the water. So so everyone who took part, thank you. But again, to you, congratulations. And thank you for showing us our expectations, we were not prepared. So
Not prepared.
not prepared
Thank you guys.
at all. So so that was a lot of fun, but amazing. So congratulations on that. All right.
Thank you.
Well, how has your week been? Because I know that you're back streaming, which is awesome to see. So welcome back, and I hope you had a really nice break. And how's your week been? What have you been up to? I think there was some mount runs. I think there was a bit of iron. How's it been for you this week?
Yeah, I've been all over the place in WoW this week. I feel like I haven't actually, outside of when I'm streaming it, I feel like I haven't actually played WoW all that much this week.
Okay.
But what I have done is I did level the pacifist to they're halfway through 116, halfway towards 117 at this point.
Yep.
So I leveled them, and I should add that since the contest ended at 112, I only leveled through the fishing. I log in every day and do your guys' usual fishing and cooking dailies, and
He's become me.
yeah. So I do
It's the
that.
way to do
and
it.
I've just
Yeah.
been picking them up. I think maybe I went out once and did a few dig sites, but for the vast majority, that has been done through Stormwind dailies.
Yep.
So I dinged them 116 this week.
Nice.
My iron, I've got several iron tunes on the go actually at the same time.
What?
I've got
Crazy? Nice.
I've got my, which I think was a contest tune, the Survival Hunter contest.
Yes.
Yes.
So they're still they're 10. I dinged them 103 this week.
Nice.
So they're still going. Hadn't played them for a while, so I dusted them off and got them to 103. The one I'm leveling on stream is another hunter, but it's a marksman hunter this time, and they hit 41 on Wednesday. So they're going up. They're going nicely. As you say, I've been doing some mount farming.
No mounts.
Yeah, no, I can't.
Mounts
get
are a
one.
myth. They are a myth for him right now.
I understand
It's
that.
funny. Everyone around me keeps getting them. Everyone, and yet I'm coming up empty-handed. But I keep going.
Yep.
One day I'll get one.
RNG
as you
is
say.
cruel.
I know. I mean, Natch here in the chat, he was out while I was mount farming on stream, and he was mount farming at the same time, and he got the Victorious Stone Drake during my stream from Stonecore.
Wow. Yep.
So he got that,
Yep.
and then right as I was ending my stream, the last thing I did was I went into I hopped over to my mage because I had like 20 minutes left. I was like, I'm going to go do Ice Crown Citadel and see if I can get Invincible. It didn't drop for me, and Natch Looney here decided to bring a druid in more for like an experiment.
Yep.
He was saying that because I took my mage, he wanted to go in a druid and just see how much time he would save over a mage, how much quicker it was as a druid. And he got it to drop. Like,
oh.
So he got the
What?
Victorious Stone Drake and
Snatch.
Invincible within like a few hours.
Wow.
And he was only really in there to test out the speed, really more than anything. And he had it drop. I was like, are you kidding me right now? Like, I can't catch a break.
Did you put him
So
on
everyone was thinking
timeout?
You could buy a mount.
I've been buying mounts.
We still have all your mounts belong to him, Natch.
Right.
Oh,
Wow.
goodness.
See, I can't get
That's
any mounts.
amazing.
I've been gold farming, trying to make a little bit of money ahead of Shadowlands because I know they're going to be nerfing the raw gold that we can get from the old raids and stuff. So I've been out doing a lot of that, just trying to make a little bit extra. And then lastly this week, I did some transmogging. I took advantage of the Trial of Style to suit out all of my alts for free ahead of Shadowlands, so they look the part going into that. I thought, while it's free, free's up my alley.
Absolutely.
He loves free.
Absolutely. You know,
when you got like 25 tunes, it adds up if you're transmogging.
I still buy the transmog.
you.
I change my outfit just because I'm in a mood.
There's sorry, is there a thing called changing an outfit? I wouldn't have a clue on my warlock.
Oh my gosh,
is
you
there
need to
something
get the new
other than
add-on I
Corruptor
got, the character
series?
third tab. Right? Oh, yeah.
Is
Third
there
tab,
something?
Leeta. We need to talk.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that well, honestly, like, congratulations, Natch. That, I mean, it's amazing. I'm slightly a bit jealous, and I could understand, Peridon, I could understand the feeling of would have been absolutely stoked for Natch to get those while he
I
was
was thrilled.
streaming.
I was
So
beside myself.
but no, seriously, congratulations, Nash, on that.
Yeah,
That's
no, congrats.
amazing. But RNG, as we know, is a very, very cruel mistress, and I feel your pain, Periton. I really do. So yes, it's sometimes you just wanna smack something. I don't know. You know, Bloodthirsty is really good because you just kill it all and just be like, yeah, damn you. Anyway.
Right? Didn't I see Stone got the mount from Rust Feather this week? I swear every time I see Stone tweet something, it's a new mount.
Don't tell me
Does
that.
he have any mounts still to get?
I don't
thought
think
he had
so.
them
I
all at
think
this
he
point.
owns them all.
Yeah, and certain ones that he loves to throw in my face. It's like, oh, what, this one? Do you not have this one? Anyway.
Like Blood Rocket. We're still trying for Headless Horseman.
That does
Anyone
not
Headless
exist.
Horseman?
No, I've got a spare one. I could give it to you. If I could give it to you, it's yours. Seriously.
All these years, I still can't get the Headless Horseman.
I know, right? It's one of those things that there is times you just really want Blizzard to be like, you know what? It's for my friend. Like, if you're going to make this thing drop again on a tune on my account where I already have it, please, 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 can I have the option that I want to give it to a friend? Like, just a BattleNet friend, my friend, you know, someone, not just a random, just someone that's on my friends list. No.
Asking for a friend.
No, yeah. So, but anyway, I'm glad that you've had a decent week, Periton. So, hopefully,
overall it's been good.
this week, look, I send you all the good vibes that hopefully mount farming in this coming week. You know, it's RNG has to come around to being in your favor soon, and I'm hoping it hits like this week. This coming week would be awesome for you. So,
I hope
you know,
so.
good luck.
You are so due.
I am, dude.
Yes.
You're gonna get like
Okay.
4 in one stream, and I'm gonna be like, see,
That would
said
be
he was due.
amazing. Mountapalooza everywhere. It'd just be
Yes.
like, that would be.
As
that
I
would be
always say
awesome.
though, like yes, it's frustrating, but it gives us stuff to do. I mean, if they were easy, if that's why we want them, is because they're as rare as they are. If they were easy to get, they wouldn't be as cool. So
yes,
I actually don't mind going out and farming them, but I just wish every now and then I wish I would get one.
One would. Yeah.
I just wish you'd loot
One.
faster after you kill them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mr. I'm gonna stand there while it sparkles for 5 minutes and just keep the
One
suspense
day I'll
going.
do that, and then it'll disappear before I loot it. And I'll never know.
Right?
Would it?
These are thinking it'd probably show up in your
But
mailbox.
I was gonna say,
Probably,
would it?
yeah.
It would go to your mailbox though,
I think
wouldn't
so.
it?
Yeah.
I
yeah,
think
it
so.
would.
That would be
That'd be
pretty good.
hilarious if it
And-
didn't, and he just had that
in my mailbox.
doubt,
Exactly.
getting eaten alive by the doubt.
Exactly. Alrighty. Well, thank you for sharing your week with us. And
My pleasure.
Chris, what have you done? Work.
Work.
Other than that, did you manage to get some playtime?
Zap and I are yeah, I got a little bit of playtime, not a lot. But we are trying to get through Brawler's Guild before it's gone. So we I raged some more, and some of those bosses really suck. But you know, I was getting like 7 frames per second on my old computer, and my new one is just lightning fast. Oh my god, did you know that some of those bosses put things underneath your feet, and if you don't get out of them, then you die? Well, now I know this, and now I know why I kept dying over and over and over and over and over again. Oh my god. But we are, I know that there's stuff, and people stand in the stuff. Who knew? We're up to rank 6, I want to say. So we're like most of the way through the mystery, and just have 2 more ranks to go, and then we'll have our Bruce mount. Yay!
I love Bruce as well. He's so cool. It's ironic that you're after a croc.
Yeah, I know.
I was going to say, that's the crocodile, isn't it? That's the crocodile.
I feel like taming him and having him in my stable is my pacifist way of saying bite me.
You know, that's what you should do. You should make a hunter pacifist, so you can go and tame your sewer beast.
Yeah.
So then you can also ride around on your crocolisk with your sewer beast as a pet.
Oh,
but you're a pacifist hunter. That would
I like that.
And summon the little one of the little pets. The little ones
I have all of those from
Chat. Yes, they are so cute, and they bite things. They like a,
oh my god, I need to see if I can get the name Crocodile and be Crocodile Hunter.
Of course you'll get the name. You get every name.
I know. She's the most arsiest person I know. Like, I just got this name, and I'm like, how? Right? What? Yeah, that's crazy. All right. So, anything else this week?
No, I'm happy I'm still living and breathing, and
yay.
There we go.
Excellent. That's always positive. I appreciate.
Something else happened this week, though. Outside of WoW, Thursday was something.
There was.
Oh,
there was a very big thing that happened. You know, it only really happens once in a lifetime. Really, you know.
Well, I changed decades.
You did. You did.
I did. I had a birthday.
Just remember, 21 with experience. That's all it is.
Yes,
so,
I am 21 with experience. Yes, and not only did I survive to my new decade, but my dearest friend P decided I should be able to play Shadowlands, and my old computer was not going to let me. So on my birthday, someone delivered from across the pond a computer to me so that I could join everybody in Shadowlands and actually get to play the game I love.
That's amazing. Wow.
So I will be there for Shadowlands because I actually have a computer that shows the stuff you're standing in. Who knew?
Nice.
Yeah.
That's
yes.
That is awesome. So hang on, let me do my little where is it? Here we go. Do a little that's for your birthday.
Aww.
And then this is for Paradin, because you're amazing.
Mwah.
And seriously, but again, happy birthday. I really don't think I sent you enough birthday messages, but anyway, we will rectify that.
For everybody who doesn't know, the first thing Leeta and I do every morning when we wake up is blow up each other's messages in Discord. And we have these certain GIFs and stuff that we send to each other. And I woke up to about 400 messages from between Paradin and Leeta. I woke up with the biggest smile on my face because both of them had already just absolutely filled my inbox with fun stuff. So,
well, I waited till it was after midnight your time. I'm looking at it, I'm going, no, I can't send it yet. Okay, all right, surely it's right. Let's send them. So yeah, there was just a couple, not too many, really. Just a few. Yeah. So anyway, happy birthday.
You're probably loving. You're also like, yeah, happy. Mine were like, get up, you got work.
And between the two of you, you two are the ones I talk to the most. One's what, 18 hours ahead of me. The other one's 7 hours ahead of me. I'm like, which time zone am I talking to right now?
No, it's a bit crazy, but again, we're so happy you had a good birthday, and yeah, I mean, again, amazing. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being in our community, and we all wish you a wonderful upcoming year, and I'm glad you had a good birthday. So that's
bless you. Love you dearly. Mwah.
Mwah. And don't forget, coffee always. Always.
Coffee is our blood.
That's it. All right. I didn't do much this week. Really. I lie. But I did technically I did play my pacifist, my druid. So Periton, I'm doing a pacifist horde side. Because, why not do something different? So I'm doing a Tauren Druid. But I didn't get a level on her this week because I've pretty much been in Thunderbluff doing cooking and fishing dailies. That's it. So not a lot of love on her. However, I have been playing my working man because I am trying to push her through, and she hit 78. I think she's not far from 79, but I was playing last night and I'm like 2 bars from 79, and the body was just like, no. And we all know my rule one. Rule number 1, if you're tired, don't play. So I logged off.
Don't play if you're tired.
That's it. So yeah, she hit 78 yesterday, which was exciting. So again, Sholazar round and round and round. Sholazar. So
Congrats.
Thank you. I must admit that being on the working man, because I went to Sholazar at 60. So on a pacifist, if I was just on a pacifist, I wouldn't. I think I went there. What did I go there? About 63, Chris, or was it 62? It was early. It was early.
62. I think you went this time because you were way early.
Yeah. So, but yeah, on the working man, I went at 60, and yes, there is red mobs, but I thought, being that I can kill something, plus I'm on the hunter, so I can feign death if needed. It's like, nah, just push it. Let's go. We're going at 60. Do it. So, yeah, so I'm going to hit 80 the goal is to hit 80 in Sholazar, and then Archies, I'm going to start archaeology, because all that archaeology XP, I can't wait. I'm going to go and kill the trolls. I'm so excited about going to the dig sites with all the trolls, because now I can kill them. I'm going to be like, I'm going to murder you all, because I'm not on a pacifist. I'm going to kill you all. And, yeah, looking forward to that. So very, very happy with how she's going. Yes, Bear's like, yes. So I don't have to worry about, those pats with the trolls with their panther cats and all of those. So I will, go kill stuff, which will be fun. But that's pretty much been my week. I did also do a fair bit of beta testing, which I'm not going to talk about, because next week we will be talking beta and PTR. So I've got lots of things to share with you for next week. But some very interesting things, let's just say that. All right, let's get to the news. So, where's my bumper? Here we go.
Breaking down news from the world of Warcraft.
Okay, so just a couple of things that Nisi had put in the notes for me to make mention of. And again, we will cover this a bit more next week, because we are doing the testing and all of the testing to see what we can work out, especially for our challenge tunes. It's messy. Leeta's very messy with trying to do testing, I can tell you that. So gathering XP nerf is coming in Shadowlands. So gathering professions will give 60% less experience, apparently.
No.
So yeah, so going by, hang on, don't cut it. Let me copy. I'll get Nisi, we'll put this on the websites. But that was from Wowhead. So Nisi had given me a little bit of comparison. So she said, as a test comparison, right now in retail at level 13, mining herbing is 1000 XP while rested, plus Winds of Wisdom. On beta, no rested, no Winds of Wisdom, 130 XP at 7 level, since that's level the same character was scaled down to. Okay? So if you remove the rested XP from the retail toon and the Winds of Wisdom buff, retail is actually giving 250 XP per node, since rested doubles XP, and so is Winds of Wisdom. At level 48, mining herbing in Karanise was getting 50 per node unrested. But at that point, I would think most passies would be focused on Archie anyway. And yeah, so there's a lot of difference. And one of the big things I have done this week is not only been testing herbing and mining right across all different expansions, but also archaeology. So we will talk more about that next week. So just also keep that in mind. And there was also some changes announced for the pre-patch event. So if anyone's been jumping into PTR and seeing with like the zombie stuff, it's been a bit crazy, and I know that we've spoken about it the last couple of weeks with it, you know, you get hit, you turn into a zombie, it's not pretty. It was pretty much I logged in on a level 1, got one shot. I did, like, you know, again, how was I flagged? Like, how did I get hit? But it turned out to be very crazy. So accordingly, going by Wowheads again, zombies now instantly die if they fall from higher than 10 yards. So I guess run them over a cliff, something like that. Jumping on an incline will deal 20% of their maximum health in damage. So, you know, that's something interesting to keep in mind if you're trying to get away or, you know, get rid of them from you. Ghoul NPCs only stay alive for around a minute with a maximum unconfirmed spawn cap of 14 zombies. So that sounds pretty good, instead of having possibly like the masses with that Murloc area. You know, that's sounding like could be not having like massive amounts of crazy ghoul zombies everywhere. Ghoul NPCs can no longer attack either players or NPCs, so no more unwanted turning into zombies, which would be good, because if you're logging in as a level 1 challenge toon and you get one shot, it's not very good. And also players can only attack ghoul NPCs if they are PvP flagged. So need to be.
This sounds like a zombie visit now more than an invasion.
However, I have had the other half has been doing PTR testing. I have also been in beta, and again, I'll talk more about it next week, and we'll see what I suppose like the updated PTR and beta, what they give us this week. But when I logged into Stormwind, I was flagged on my pacifist, on my level, my max level that I transferred over. I was flagged. Now, I've not done anything, and I'm like, what the hell? How am I in war mode when I have not equipped war mode? So, and I know Execute had the same kind of things where he was already flagged. And it's like, well, hang on, what's going on? If they are saying that we've got the choice, does it mean that we're automatically going into war mode? Therefore, you have to go and turn it off? Because the way I was thinking was that if you want to opt in, then you have to go and turn it on. But maybe they're doing it the other way around. So hopefully you'll get to test all of that this week. It's only happened in the last day or so, and I've not had a lot of time to test. So one of the things I want to try and do, and it depends on when the zombie invasions, when the girls are up. A lot of times I'm back at work, so sometimes I miss that stuff. So we'll look into it this week and have hopefully some more information on that. But absolutely need to, it's still stuff. We need to be careful. It's going to be a challenging event for us as challengers regardless. So we need to be as safe as we possibly can for our challenge suits. So, yeah, Nisi said when she popped onto the PTR, nothing was going on. I know Execute was going to do some testing last night on some stuff. The event was going on. When I hopped onto beta last night, it wasn't going on, which is good because I'm testing on the pacifist, so it was like yay. But yeah, there is a lot of stuff. So again, just be very, very careful. Anyone who is doing any testing, anyone who is playing on with beta or PTR and got any information that you want to share, please let us know. Anyone who's got any questions that you specifically want answered, let us know and we'll look into that. Obviously, between only a couple of us that are doing the testing, we may not be able to get every single answer. We're trying to get a broad overview of all the things, but it is limited when there's only a couple of people doing the testing, and it's, you know, it's not like I'm multi-boxing it to try and get, I can only do one turn at a time and trying to focus on one thing. And sometimes that one thing, like doing archaeology, that took me about 4+ hours just to check on archaeology right across all the different things. So, you know, time frames it does take a bit of time. So just let us know. Hit us with all the details is also, if you're doing some testing, we would like to know how you're finding it. The other thing that I want to say is one of my most favorite things is back for me later this afternoon. For you guys, probably early in the morning, tomorrow afternoon, whichever. Darkmoon Fair is back. Yay! So it's will start for me this afternoon. For you guys, it'll run for the week. If you've got a challenge tune other than a bloodthirsty, good time to go to Darkmoon Fair. Get your professions, get your bag, get some gold. If you're wanting to start a new tune, always a good idea. Start one, you know, go down, get the quest. Starting a new pacifist, maybe. Want to get a 16 slot bag and 10 gold, or, you know, go for it. So Darkmoon Fair is back. Yay! Very excited about that. All right. Let's go. State of the challenges for this week. And again, I have to say, we know all the things between Blizzard, API, website with coding and trying to work all the stuff. We apologize if things are a little balked. They have been. They still are. They will be probably for quite some time. But the state of the challenges is as best that I could get it. Trying to do it right before a show, because I'm not getting any reports at the moment because everything is booked. So I'm manually doing this, manually going through everything. Does take a bit of time. So I've done the best I can, guys. So apologize if it's a little off, but anyway, this is what we've got for this week. So, Paradin, can you start off with the irons for me, please?
Of course.
Thank you.
So here we go. In 10th place, we have Meraxis at level 69. In 9th place, we have Trainee, level 72. 8th place, we have also at level 72, we have Brogva. In 7th, we have Aeron, level 73, but unfortunately they were red flagged. They had too high a gear on, fortunately. So in 6th place, we have Iron Brew, level 87. In 5th place, we have Fairkessa at level 99. Very nice. In 4th place, we have Mox at level 100, but that's an RIP. 100. Ouch. In 3rd place, we have Goddershed at 102. In 2nd place, we have Punter at 103. And in 1st place, we have Severus Slepper at 111. Very nice.
Excellent. Thank you for
Congrats.
that. All right, Bloods.
Ooh, Punter.
Punter,
Sorry.
I know.
That's right, that's me.
That's you. Awesome.
Yes, I know that's you. That's why I said, "Ooh, Punter."
Well done. Well done. All right. Chris, how are we for Bloods this week?
Bloods. Number 10, we have Phone at level 25. Number 9, we have Bloodied at 27. Oh, I just realized. Okay, number 8, we have, this is a taco name, isn't it? Return of Taco, level 32. Taco always gets me with their names. Number 7, we have Bloody Hunt at 36. Number 6, we have Murloc Killer at 60. Number 5, I know.
What is
They're
that
killing
name?
them. I know. I read it all. I know. Number 5, we have Tree Wisp at 65. Number 4, we have Ensorcel at 68. Number 3, we have Blood Cell at 72. Number 2, Broken Tooth at 73, but yellow flagged for kills too low. Ooh, yes. No,
Go
we
out,
gotta get that
kill,
up.
kill. Yes.
Kill, and kill at your level. Kill. Number 1, we have Zayabaisi at 77.
Excellent. All right, let's have a look at this list of pacifists. Paradin, who have we got?
We have in 10th place, we have Wolfster at level 80. I can't believe 10th place is 83.
Right?
Jeez. Wolfster, 83. In 9th place, we have Xenokill at 86. In 8th place, we have Awesome Blomster at 86. In 7th, we have Peacenik at 89. In 6th place, we have Fair Day at 91. In 5th, we have Innocence at 108. In 4th place, we have Zaya Perily at 109 RIP.
Zaya.
Yep.
Oh, jeez.
So sorry, Zaya.
Yeah, that sucks. In 3rd place, we have Ash's Passy at 112. In 2nd place, we have Blame Chris
Who dat?
at 116. And in 1st place, we have Ferraviola at 119. So close.
So close.
I know. Look at that. And again, that pacifist list, like you said, our number 10 is 83. What a list. Like, those numbers, guys. I mean, is just so good to see. So good to see all that high level. That's your mage pacifist, Fair. Oh, we are...
You go, Fair.
You go. This is a mage, so... Awesome. But again, Zaya got hit by one shot in Gorgrond.
Oh, yeah, he went in a building, right?
Yeah. It's, Oh, I can't think of... Was it Avengers? It's in... No, was it Gorgrond?
I can't remember either.
No, gone completely messy. I know he messaged and, yeah, he got one shot in the building, and so sorry, Zaya. So sorry to hear that. 109, damn. I think we all can feel your pain on that. But again, well done on those levels, guys. Absolutely amazing. Alrighty, tins. How are we going with tins this week?
Tens, we have at number 10, Zapotec at 33. Number 9 is Truce at 39. Number 8 is Tin Huntu at 46. Number 7 is Purple Gesso at 48. Number 6 is Blitz Rank at 49. Number 5 is Tin Pants at 56. Number 4 is Pure Tin at 61. Number 3.
That name.
I know, I did too. I'm like, you do not have a tin.
I know.
Pure tin. Pure tin. No, it's not. Okay, yeah.
It's not me.
No relation. Number 3 is Ashley V. 78. Red flags used an elixir. Ouch. Number 2 is Ferris K at 111. And number 1 is Celery 120. Congrats to Cell. Well done. Our 4th max BFA 10. Well done.
Congrats.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Cell on that. And obviously, as a tin, it's not often that we do any massive write-ups. Basically, a tin, I think, with no deaths will be the only reason. But still, tin is, and hitting 120 is amazing. So congratulations. Cell's like all over. Like, he's here, he's there, he's everywhere, which is so good to see. Alrighty, our greens. Let's have a look at our green list. Who have we got, Peridon?
In 10th place, we have Green Blast at 82. I just noticed they basically got one level each one. I just noticed that. In 9th place, we have Green Issa at 83. In 8th place, we have Crunchy at 85, but that was an RIP. Ouch. 7th place, we have Albino at 86. In 6th, we have Windsword at 87. Windsword, however they pronounce that, 87.
Yeah.
In 5th, we have Moonglow at 94. In 4th place, we have Lifestone at 95. In 3rd place, we have Azzy Green at 95 as well. In 2nd place, we have Green Demon at 107. And in 1st place, we have Ferra Verde at 119 again.
Fair.
Wow.
We have got some people with just so close. So very close. It's just like, come on, guys.
Next week is going to be an exciting week.
I know, it's getting so close, which is exciting. All right, our working man. What have we got, Chris?
Working man, we have, oh, bless your heart, number 10. I'm sorry, I'm going to kill this. Gustarl at 16. Number 9, Iron Bruiser at 17. Number 8, Colby Natu, 27. Number 7, Working Azzy, 31. Number 6, the Cute One. Is that Executes?
No.
It's something with cute.
I know.
The Cute One at level 32. Number 5, Lurkst at 51. Number 4, Fair Kalina at 69. Number 3, Blue Leeta at 78. Who dat? Number 2, Firework at 88. And number 1, Not Nisi at 92.
Nice.
Isn't that Cell? Not Nisi?
Is that... I think so. Is it? Yeah, I think it is.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nisi
that's what
just
I
said
mean.
yep.
Like, if it's not Fair and Zaya and, you know, normally, like, Brittle
Stir.
and, like,
Nisi.
everyone over everything. Like, you guys, amazing. It's just every week I look at the list and I get worried if I don't see one of their names because I'm like, what's going on? Have they not played one of these tunes this week? So
Are they feeling okay?
So good to see. So good to see. All right. Iron teams. Periton, would you like to do that one for me, please?
Sure, we got a couple teams.
Yeah.
In second place this week, we have Iron Dads at 53. And then in first place, we have Not Dying This Time at 55.
Nice.
Good job, guys.
All right. I'll do the blood teams because there was none this week. And again, apologies. We know things have been a bit balked. But we did have a green team. Chris, who have we got?
We did. Never Give Up has made it to 103.
They're getting close. I'm like,
So close.
come on, guys. Come on, guys. Thank you for the bits, guys. Anonymous Cheerer and Miss Charming. Thank you. Thank you, guys. It's very sweet. Heart you. All right. Okay. So I know let's whiz through this because I know it's super late, Peridot. So, let's get, where's my bumper? Is over here. We will do this one.
Hey yo, it's Chit Chat.
All right. So I just want to preface before we do this, just to say that as much as we love to have contributions for our funny times, for those that send in, sometimes I need to veto things that are sent in because if they're racist or they're not appropriate, then they're not going to get done. So I'm going to put this out there to everyone so everyone knows that we're on the same page. But there are going to be times that if you send something in and I deem that it is not appropriate, it's not going to happen. Other than that, send in the cutesy ones. We love the cutesy ones. But please just be mindful. God, I hate that word. My boss uses it all the time. Sorry. Flashback to work. Just be aware that that there will be times, yes, that if it's not appropriate, it's not going to happen. Okay? So, on that note, let me play, as we always like to start Chit Chat with. Where is his little bumper? I've hidden it. No, I haven't. Here we go.
It's Azzy's pun.
Crickets. Nice. Okay, Peridot, go for it.
What do you call it when you misspell the word blood? A typo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, actually, baby Norton.
Yeah, it was a baby knot. Oh, it was a baby knot. And again, super cute. So yeah, do like the super cute ones. Very nice.
You got a baby Norton.
Yes. All right. Cliff. Cliff. Oh.
That's your new name now, Chris, by the way.
I got a full on Norton.
Not.
Thank you. Okay. It was not intentional.
You guys will understand why I'm laughing so hard in about 20 seconds.
You just gave me my next pacifist name, by the way.
Cliff.
Blame Cliff. Blame Cliff.
Blame Cliff.
Yep. It's there.
I got Leeta Nording. So should I just roll on into it?
Just go.
Go on, Cliff.
So, hey, okay, this is from Dave, everybody. You know what they say about cliffhangers? Yep.
Hey.
Yep.
Good job,
That's
Cliff.
the reason I'm Nording, because she just full on called me Cliff.
There is
Oh,
so much going on that I just happened to. I was gonna say, can you go for it, Chris? And
Chris,
a
and it
C
came out Cliff.
and a K, and I'm looking at Cliff in the show notes as the word.
Oh God! You know my name is mispronounced all the time. I get cries. I get crease. Never gotten Cliff. So now I am Cliff.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Cliff.
Blame Cliff.
Blame.
Anytime. I got you.
Nice. Alrighty. Okay, so we have got one this week question. Peridin, can you do that from Cell, please?
Sure. So Cell asks, I remember reading somewhere that after a certain level, looting treasure chests counts as a quest or quests. Does anyone know when that starts to kick in? Asking for a blood tune. And Zaya and Nisi have both answered there. Zaya says, not so sure about Cataclysm, but definitely from Pandaria upwards.
Mm-hmm.
And then all zones where chests are one time only or where they reset like dailies.
Mm-hmm.
And Nisi has also confirmed that Cataclysm chests do not count as quests.
Exactly. Pandaria. So, yeah.
Pandaria up. Yeah.
Gotta be very careful on those. On the bloods. Because as much as they are fantastic for XP, as we know, yeah, if they're counting as quests, you're gonna get flagged on a bloodthirsty really quick because there's not much leeway on a bloodthirsty. So again, Cell, thank you for the question, which was in Discord, I think, and we do appreciate that. Okay, all right, my cheeks are sore from killing myself laughing over that cliff one. So
What happened when you hang out with the two of us?
Yeah.
All right. Well, I don't think there's any more questions at that.
I have something I wanted to bring.
Sure.
I mean, it's not a question, but it
Sure.
it probably should have been our weeks in WoW, or at least the wider WoW. And it was something that Blizzard, I guess, snuck up on us yet in the last 24 hours or so. But they introduced that they're going to give us an additional mount come Shadowlands.
The mount vote.
Yeah, and we
Huh?
get to vote. Have you
What?
not heard of this?
Have you not heard this?
No.
Wow.
Oh, honey, we
So
get a
it's
vote
a
on a new
region.
mount.
Yeah. So
Oh,
there's
okay,
a
no.
link. We've got until I think the 18th of September.
Right.
And because of the year 2020
Yep.
and everything that's gone on, Blizzard are going to give everyone who owns Shadowlands another free mount.
Wow.
But they have yet to design the mounts. So they've given us the names of there's 5 mounts to choose from, and they're
Okay.
asking players to vote on them. And whichever one wins, then they'll design it and draw it up and give us all of it come Shadowlands.
Okay.
And that
All right.
happened yesterday.
Thank
Okay.
you, Nisi.
Thank you, Nisi. We will make sure that goes into the notes as well. So, sorry, was not aware of that. I kind of have had had a couple of things going on IRL. So, so apologies on missing that one. Thank you for letting me know about that, because definitely will have to go and put my 2 cents in for that, which will be exciting.
Yeah, they snuck it up on all of us. I
I
think I didn't see it coming. They just were like, here you go, here's a free mount.
Nice. That's
Yeah.
Look, I'm all for that. Absolutely. Like, I mean, give them all to us. That just sounds great.
Seriously, that's one way to get them out.
Exactly.
And the voting is region specific. So
Okay.
what NA vote on may be different than what the EU servers vote on. So in theory, there could be
Wow.
one from each.
Yeah.
A different one.
Ooh.
Right, it's what, like a
That's
tree,
exciting.
a see-through skeleton cat, a
Mhm.
Nerubian, a blob, and a caterpillar or something?
I really want the caterpillar. I'm biased. I want the
The- The
Oh!
caterpillar is,
That's an option.
yeah.
Wow.
And there's some
Oh.
fan concepts up, but they
Yeah.
haven't designed it yet.
Okay. Yeah, I wonder, because I mean, if a caterpillar's going to crawl, that might set my vertigo off. That sounds super cute, but I'm just
I
like,
hope it'll leave a little trail behind it, like a slug almost, that's slime along the
little,
All his little feet going,
yeah.
We were theorizing last night as well that if that could also potentially be a flying mount, it would slither along on the ground, and then if it would sprout into like a butterfly. How amazing would that
Oh,
be?
oh
Oh.
my god, like Bug's Life.
Wouldn't that be great?
oh, that would be, yeah, yeah, with
Be
the little
amazing.
wings.
With the little, I'm a beautiful butterfly.
I love that movie. Oh, okay. All right. I will have to go and check it out after I've sorted all this stuff. Thank you for that. And again, we'll put it in the show notes and put it up on the website. So if anyone wants to go and do that. Go check it out. Vote for like Fremount from Blizzard. Let's tell them what we'd like, which is always good. Then you've got something for your challenge tune, a new challenge tune to ride in Shadowlands expansion, not necessarily Shadowlands itself, but anyway, we'll talk about that next week. Okay, so let's do thank yous, Chris, and not Cliff.
Cliff.
Chris,
Cliff,
yeah.
I know, right? Well, we were talking about zombies pushing them off the cliff earlier, so apparently Cliff is our theme for today. Let's just jump off a cliff. Thank you so much to the Iron Elite, for whom without none of this would be possible. Truly, from the bottom of our hearts, we thank you. Alejandros Azilan. Oh, will you say this one? I really butcher Wind. We call her Wind. We're going to call her Wind because I keep killing her first name. Yes. Avalon, Win. There we go. So sorry, Win. Awesome Trousers, Boz, Cell, Chupa, Crash Landing 99, Dave the Hunter, Daenerys 1985, Execute, Fair, Frasley Sparksman, Gazton, Iron Man Path, myself, Leeta, Mr. Bright 01, Mrs. Rock Guru, Ms. Miggy, Charming, Never Died, Nisi, Return of the Mac, Rogue Slayer, Rude, Sassy Bell, Stir, Stone, Scrolling Swing Cat, Tiber, aka Tiber, Olminia, Wynema, Zaya, and Zorts.
Nice. Thank you all for your contributions to helping with all the things. So thank you so much for that. Now, as I always like to do, obviously, from admin, which is Stonester and myself, we want to thank all our amazing mods for the things that they do. Awesome Trousers, Boz, Fair, Chris, or Cliff, Nisi,
Or Cliff.
and Zaya. Thanks, guys. We do appreciate all the things greatly. So, from the bottom of my heart you a lot. Now, to Elkie, our queen of the code, thank you for sorting all the bits and pieces. She is busy working on things and stuffs. That is all that I can say on that at the moment. But we do appreciate her time and all the things that she's doing. To you guys here in our Twitch right now, thank you for hanging out. We appreciate that. To everyone listening at the podcast, at home, wherever you are, thank you. And hope you're having an enjoyable time. For us, we will be back next week, which will be Saturday, September 12th at 7 p.m. Eastern. Peridon, thank you so much. I know it is crazy early time zones, but thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your experience with your pacifist journey and how the contest was. And we appreciate that. And again, 112 on the contest and 116 now. Good luck. But we are just so close, getting there, so close.
I know.
Yeah, finish it already, would you?
I know. Pull my finger out.
Safely. And wait a minute, if I'm gonna be Cliff, he can be pierogi for like the last 5 minutes.
Sure. Oh, I like that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
It does.
Yes.
Thank you for having me on though. I always love hanging out with you guys, so thank you. Thank you for letting me on.
I know with time zones, it makes it super crazy, but we do appreciate you taking the time. So do you want to tell everyone where they can find you or get in contact, your stream, all of those things for me, please?
Of course. Yep, absolutely. The best place to catch me is, as you say, probably on my stream. So twitch.tv/Peritin, PER0TIN. So twitch.tv/Peritin. There's a link. You can get through to my Discord that way as well. I'm in the WoW Challenges Discord, so you can message me there. I'm on Twitter just at Peritin. I think then it is just at Peritin. Yeah, that's it is.
Yeah.
Again with the 0 PR0TIN, and I was going to say my email, but no one's going to email me. So that's it. Twitter and Discord is probably the best way to get hold of me.
Absolutely.
You say that, and we'll just spam it. Just
I was
to
gonna,
prove you
I was gonna
wrong.
say, I'll just send him an email. I'll be like,
Spam
"Hi!" Alrighty, thank you so much, and we will have that information up on the website with the episode, so people can find you. And don't forget where you can find us. Obviously, wowchallenges.com is the website. We have all of the information for our Discord, Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and the YouTube channels there. If you want to listen to the show, which you can, pop over to Google Play, iTunes, Spotify, or Stitcher Radio. You will find us there. If you would like to email the show, if you've got any questions about for next week or any information pertaining to any testing that you're doing for challenge tunes on PTR or beta, please send them through. Now, the email should be working fine, which is podcast@wowchallenges.com. Otherwise, contact myself, the mods, through Discord, through Twitter, whichever, if you've got some information that you would like to share. But next week, we will talk a lot about PTR and beta things that we have found. And obviously, you know, it's in a stage of what might be at the moment, might not be in live, but at least it will give you guys a heads up of where things are. Okay? Chris, where can we find you? Hanging off a cliff? Hanging off cliffs?
Yeah, hanging off a cliff, running from zombies. Yeah, pretty much. I'm boring. I'm either in her Discord, his Discord, on Zangermarsh and Team Murloc. No Murloc killers, please. Or I'm on Twitter at It's KhrysW. That's about it.
That's it. Excellent. And don't forget, you can find me on Twitter as well, which is at Leeta. Wow. LEETAWOW. All right. The last letter, thank yous, please.
Yes, for our wonderful, wonderful intro. That still, Nisi, every time I hear you say flowers, it still gets annoyed. And it just loved a new intro. Big thank you to Mr. Bright01 on the intro. You can find him on Discord at Mr. Bright01. Mm-hmm. And also a huge thank you to Epic Insanity for our outro. You can find him on Twitter at Epic_Insanity, as well as the Frozen Nerds podcast.
Absolutely. And again, guys, thank you for those, because it is greatly appreciated. Alrighty, well, the very last thing that I want to say is obviously to Happy Father's Day to my dad, who is upstairs, and I will go see him very shortly to give him a hug. For those of you out there celebrating today, I hope you have a good Father's Day, whether it's your own father, whether it's a father figure, mother figure, whatever you do to celebrate. Please have a gentle and safe day. Again, thank you, Peridon, for being here today. It's been so great catching up with you. Really enjoyed it. Love hearing your journey on your pacifist. Makes my heart really happy.
Right?
It is.
Thank you, guys.
It's very happy.
Thanks for having me.
And I reckon Fair's probably sitting in the chat room, and she's probably got her heart's probably like bursting because all three of us playing pacifist. Right. Like, what? She's probably
like
just
we're
going...
the Grinch and our hearts grew 3 sizes that day.
Yeah, it should be blame Fair. That's what it should be. But I mean that with love, Fair. Yes. So thank you so much for being here. We do appreciate it. For you guys, again, thank you for all being here and hanging out and spending some time. Please take it easy. We know these days it is a crazy time with everything going on in IRL. Please stay safe, both in and out of game. We will catch you next week. Have a good one. Say goodbye, guys.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
The WoW Challenges podcast is a World of Warcraft gaming podcast. Produced by Stone and Leeta, copyright 2020. Portions of this podcast belong entirely to Blizzard Entertainment. The music used for the show belongs to Kevin MacLeod, and you can find his great stuff at incomputech.com. No copyright infringement is intended.
Right, I'm editing, so I'll fix it in post, as we like to say. So, Peridon. Show titles. I have got 3. I don't know what Nisi's got. I don't know if Chris has got anything, but I have got Shockingly Fun. I have got Very Zen. And I have got Relatively Peaceful. Those are the 3 that I have come up with. Chris, did you pick up on anything?
I was too busy Nording.
Damn you, Cliff. What are you doing? No, kidding.
Yep, on a roll.
On a roll?
On a
Damn
roll.
you, Cliff.
On a roll?
Oh, goodness.
All right.
I guess I did say when I was talking about most of my journey being relatively peaceful.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I'll go with that one. Oh, let's
You
go
like
with
that
that
one?
guy.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with that one.
All right. We will go with that one. That sounds like a good one. All right. Well, let's leave it there. I will cut the screen. Say goodbye, guys. Thank you. Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
See you next week, everybody. Bye.
Thank you, guys.